Hello again everybody, I'm Sean and welcome back to the channel. This video is one that is quite dear to my heart. We're going to take what was my grandfather's hand plane and restore it back to, well, I say back to this. I have made some new handles and knobs and just cleaned it all up. It needed a good cleaning. Everything needed to be repainted. Yeah, basically a full restore. So there's not much more to say about that. So just make sure, get yourself a cup of nice tea, coffee, beer, whiskey. What else do people drink? Get something you like. Get comfortable and enjoy. The start of this hand plane's restoration and story is with a full tear down and clean. So take everything off, dust it all down, get it ready for paint, and paint it. Here we go. Now that both the sole and the frog are cleaned up, I'm going to mask off any of the machined areas and basically the places I don't want to be painted, and yeah, have them ready for painting. All right, my wood is all prepped. So this is not the wood that you just saw me prepare, because that wood got destroyed, unfortunately, due to a couple of different errors on my part and also on the plans that I'm using's part. It didn't work out. Just leave it at that. So we're going to continue with this wood, which is still quite nice. It's actually really nice. One problem I have is this mess, which I found, I just split this whole piece and there was this mess in the middle of it, unfortunately. But we can work around it, and there's beautiful flame right here, and there's beautiful flame right here. I have this template, which, as I look at it, is going to actually miss all of the messy stuff, all of that kind of crunchy stuff. So what I'm going to do is just use some Pritt stick, stick that on to the wood. This tube seems to be knackered, but so sticking that onto the wood, and I know that the grain direction has to be this way. And we're going to leave that to dry for a little while. In the meantime, while that is drying, put that over there. I have this piece of square stock that I've just prepared up. This is going to be my knob. My next problem is the fact that the lathe that we have here has a 3-jaw chuck. And this has 4 sides. So I'm going to basically create, well, I'm just going to lop off the corners here to make this round on the end, and then I can chuck that end into the lathe and turn it away. Okay, so I am delighted with the way the rear tote came out. Tote or handle? Go down in the comment section, let me know which one is correct. Anyway, I am delighted with this, and I am really not delighted with the front knob. I like the shape, but it's just not, the shellac was a bit of a disaster. So I am going to sand that back down and refinish it with boiled linseed oil to match the handle, tote handle, whatever. For the moment, I can actually kind of assemble it again. There we go. This is the first time that this will have been together in far too long. And I think this guy is actually going to have to get shortened. I made a slightly smaller front knob than the original. I kind of wanted to try and emulate the low knob style of the earlier kind of hand planes. So that looks great as is. You know what? Let's go all the way. Let's put it all back. I will disassemble this and make sure it's all nicely oiled and everything. But for now, I'm just feeling a bit impatient, to be honest. I want to see it all back together, back the way it originally was. There it is. So next up, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to do one thing behind the camera that you guys can't see, which is sand this all back down, refinish it with boiled linseed oil, and I'm going to continue to put a couple more coats onto the rear handle and then follow up with some wax as well. After that, I'm going to shorten that screw just to make that actually fit properly. And then finally, just to kind of finish it off, it would probably work right now. So yeah, it is currently taking shavings. It actually goes quite nice. The blade is good and sharp. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to ensure that the base of this is flat, because as I'm sure I said at the start of this guy took a fall at some stage and it had a big crack here which has been welded, but I want to make sure it's flat. And I'm going to make sure the sides are also, I'm going to clean them up. They look a little bit ratty. For everything else looks almost brand new. They don't look fabulous. So, shortening that, flattening all of this, and then it's time to set it up and start making more shavings. So, there we go. And that is it for this one, guys. So all done, dusted. I'm not going to say fully restored. There could be more I could do with this. I could come back and, you know, grind that out, fill it with weld and get it flat, but I'm not going to do that. This plane is obviously it's very dear to me, and I kind of like it having battle scars like that. Same as I had an accident with the handle back here, a bit of it cracked off, glued it back on, and it's visible, but it's part of the story. And that's just another chapter in the story of this plane. It's back fully in service now, and it will be for probably at least the rest of my career, if not whoever else has it after me. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did, and yeah, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, all of that. Thanks very much, guys. I'll see you all again soon. That is a wrap.